Hi guys, it's Hugh here. I want to welcome you to the first video in our module about ICC Keyworkz keyword tool. I think you're going to find that Keyworkz is one of the most fun, easiest, and effective ways to locate, filter, and identify the best keywords that you can find for your blog or other purposes, and it also can be used to design your silo structures visually, and you're going to love this. So let's get into it right away. So the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is install it and get it registered. So what you're going to do is locate the AIR file installer that you got with your download with this product. It's going to look like this. It should end with AIR.air. And if for some reason you downloaded a file that says ICCKeyworkz.zip, then it's a possibility that your browser has changed the file extension. I've noticed that on Windows that happens sometimes with these AIR files. Since the AIR installer is actually related to a zip file, sometimes Windows just assumes it's a zip and saves it as a zip when it gets downloaded. So what you're going to need to do is rename that back to AIR if for some reason it was saved as a zip. Now, once you do have this installed, and don't forget, you're going to need to have Adobe Air installed on your computer in order to run and install this software. To get your copy of Adobe Air, please visit the URL that you see on your screen right now and follow the instructions to install Adobe Air on your system. Once you have Adobe Air installed and configured correctly, then you're going to be able to install these AIR files and run them. In order to install, you can either right-click on the file and select Install, or you can just double-click on the file like this. And you'll see something like this come up. Once you do have Adobe Air installed correctly on your computer, then you're going to be able to install and run AIR software. In order to install the AIR file, you just right-click on it and select Install, or double-click. Once you do double-click on that or right-click Install, you're going to see the little installer applet pop up. And you'll see it has all the information of the software included, including the name of our company, the application name, and it's verified by our secure certificate, so you know whose code you're installing, and it's ours, Web Dimension. So just go ahead and install that and click Continue. You're going to get one more confirmation message like this if you're on Windows, which they put this in there to make sure you're not installing any kind of malware or viruses or anything. So just go ahead and click Yes, and that will continue the installation. Now once you get everything installed correctly, probably the first screen you're going to see is this registration screen. Now you do have the option of continuing on a 14-day trial if you wish. At the end of the 14 days, you will be forced to put in a license key or the software will stop running. So having purchased this, you will have received an email with your license information. So once you get to this point, you're going to want to grab that information here. It consists of a license key and your purchase email. So we'll go ahead and get the license key and copy that. Enter the purchase email and paste in the license key, and make sure you read this agreement and click here to acknowledge that you've read the agreement, and then click Validate. And you should see this. If everything goes right, the program has been successfully registered. If you don't get successfully registered, make sure that you've put in the key correctly with no spaces, and the email correctly with no spaces, and that they're not reversed in the field. So sometimes that happens. Everything being everything, then you should be able to get to this screen here. Now, for some reason you wanted to uninstall this from your computer, you click Manage Key and put your purchase email here and just remove the key. And that will decrement your license on the server, so you could go and install on another machine if you wanted to. Periodically, we will be changing this news panel with more information for you as time goes on. Now that is how you install and register your copy of ICC Keyworkz.